Have you ever wondered who guides humanity across the ages? Who divided the eternal Vedas so they would never be lost? And who still walks this earth waiting for the day when Kali Yuga ends? That eternal sage is Ved Vyasa, the immortal Rishi, the arranger of the Vedas, the author of the Mahabharata, and one of the greatest Chiranjeevis. Today, we uncover his divine origin, his hidden presence in our world today, and his future role alongside Kalki, when the cycle of ages turns once again. Ved Vyasa, the reincarnation of Narayan himself. Vyasa's birth itself was divine. He was born on an island in the river Saraswati to Satyavati, the fisher maiden who later became queen of Hastinapura, and Rishi Parashara, the seer who blessed her with this child of destiny. Mahabharata, Adi Parva, 95.16. Parikshit Devi tam garbham jajhe, dvaipayanah punah. Tasma dvaipayan, ityabhavan nam namatah. The child born upon an island became known as Dvaipayana, island-born. Thus, he came to be called Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa. Vyasa was no ordinary sage. He was an incarnation of Lord Narayana himself, born to divide and preserve the eternal wisdom of the Vedas. Vyasa's divine work and immortal beyond Yoga cycle. As the ages turned, Vyasa foresaw the decline of human memory and discipline. To preserve the Vedic knowledge, he divided the one Veda into four: Rig, Yajur, Sama, and Atharva. Vishnu Purana 3.3.21. Vyaso Nam, Mahabhaga, Krishnadvai Payano Muni. Chaturtha Vedamekam Sachakar Prithag Vidham. The great sage Krishna Dvaipayana, Vyasa divided the single Veda into four parts, each with its own path. But Vyasa's mission was greater. He composed the Mahabharata, called the fifth Veda, to bring Dharma to all, even those outside the Vedic fold. His immortality was granted because the cycles of Dharma cannot continue without him. He is to remain until the end of Kali Yuga. Mahabharata, Shanti Parva 349.65. Vyaso Nam, Mahan Rishyo, Satatam Dharma Samshraya. Kalao Sthasyati Lokasya Hitaya cha Punah Punah. Vyasa, the great sage, ever rooted in Dharma, will remain throughout Kali Yuga again and again for the welfare of the world. In Bhavishya Purana, Pratisarga Parva, it is mentioned that Vyasa's descendants, like Sauti and Vyasa himself, preserve knowledge during the Kali Yuga. His role continues until Kalki avatar appears to re-establish Dharma. Yada kale kartavyam dharmasya rakshanam, Vyasah syat jnanam sampreshatum lokan. At the time when Dharma must be protected, Vyasa will transmit knowledge to the world. Thus, Vyasa is essentially eternal, guiding humanity, preserving sacred knowledge, and preparing the ground for the next age. Vyasa's present whereabouts. But where is Vyasa now? Legends whisper that Vyasa still resides in the Himalayas, in the sacred Badarikashrama, on the banks of the Saraswati, or deep within the caves near Kedarnath. In Mana village near Badrinath, there is Vyasa Gufa, a cave where it is believed Vyasa dictated the Mahabharata to Lord Ganesha. Pilgrims say that even today, the air there carries a stillness, as if ancient words still echo within its stone walls. Some yogis of the Himalayan Nath tradition speak of Vyasa appearing during deep meditation, guiding them in silence. In Uttarakhand and Himachal, Tales abound of sages who claim to have seen a tall, radiant figure with matted hair and a calm but piercing gaze vanishing back into the snows. In southern traditions, especially around Badarikashrama and Naimisharanya, it is believed that Vyasa still teaches chosen disciples, keeping the flame of Sanatana Dharma alive until his time comes again. सप्तमी संप्राप्ते तु शंभल ग्राम मंदिरात अश्वमास्थाय महातेजः करदंतम हयोत्तमम असेनास्त्रगुणोपेत करिष्यत्यरिनिर्मथम. Kalki, son of Vishnuyasha, will appear in Shambhala, mounting his swift white horse and blazing with might, armed with sword and celestial power. He will destroy the forces of Adharma. Kalki is not a preacher, he is the storm. His purpose is not to teach but to cleanse. Vyasa's future role in re-establishing Dharma. But after the storm comes silence, and after silence, knowledge must return. That is when Vyasa's role begins again. Scriptures indicate that he will continue to appear in every Dwapara Yuga to re-establish Dharma. In the Bhagavata Purana, Srimad Bhagavatam 1.3.28, it is said, Sanatana Paramatma Ved Vyaso Yamarjun Yada Yada Dharmasya Glanir Bharat. O Arjuna, the eternal supreme soul, Vyasa appears whenever there is a decline of Dharma in Bharat, India, to restore righteousness. Here, it links Vyasa with the cyclical restoration of Dharma, implying his continued presence in future ages. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.2.23-24. Yada yada mahabhaga dharmah satyen sanyutah tada tada krite rajan bhavishyatyakilam shubham. When Dharma is once again united with truth, then in Satya Yoga, all will be auspicious. Vyasa will emerge to rekindle the Vedas, to teach the new humanity, to sow the seeds of Dharma once more. In this way, Vyasa and Kalki are two halves of the same divine mission. Kalki, the fire that ends the darkness. Vyasa, the seed that renews the light. Bhagavad Gita 4.7-8. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharat. Abhyuthanma dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. Dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Whenever Dharma declines and Adharma rises, I manifest myself to protect the righteous, destroy the wicked, and re-establish Dharma age after age. Closing reflection. So, what is Vyasa's destiny? He is the silent witness, the keeper of wisdom, the eternal sage, a form of Narayan himself, an incarnation of Vishnu who waits beyond time. When the thunder of Kalki fades, Vyasa will rise once again to remind humanity of its eternal path, to sow the seeds of Dharma, and to keep the cycle of yugas turning forever.